We will begin this afternoon session with the Sutra in 3 sections on page 81. Page 81 of the new edition. In the old edition, it is page 74. The Sutra in 3 sections, page 81. I state your name, take refuge in the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. I prostrate to the Tathagata, Arhat, completely perfect Buddha Shakyamuni. I prostrate to the conquerors with Vajragarbha. I prostrate to precious radiant light. I prostrate to King of Naga rulers. I prostrate to Vidasena. I prostrate to glorious joy. I prostrate to precious fire. I prostrate to precious moonlight. I prostrate to meaningful the sea. I prostrate to precious moon. I prostrate to Vimala. I prostrate to Vedadatta. I prostrate to Brahma. I prostrate to Brahmadatta. I prostrate to Water Deva. I prostrate to God of Water Gods. I prostrate to glorious goodness. I prostrate to glorious sandalwood. I prostrate to boundless splendor. I prostrate to glorious light. I prostrate to glorious Ashoka. I prostrate to Narayana. I prostrate to glorious flower. I prostrate to the Tathagata, manifest wisdom display of Brahma's light. I prostrate to the Tathagata, manifest wisdom display of lotus light rays. I prostrate to glorious wealth. I prostrate to glorious recollection. I prostrate to utterly renowned glorious name. I prostrate to King of the peak of the victory banner of powers. I prostrate to glorious total overcomer. I prostrate to utterly victorious over warfare. I prostrate to goes by overcoming. I prostrate to glorious array of ubiquitous light. I prostrate to precious lotus who overcomes. I prostrate to the Tathagata, Arhat, completely perfect Buddha King, among lords of mountains who abides in the precious lotus. You and all the Tathagata, Arhat, completely perfect Buddhas who abide in the world realms in the 10 directions, as many as you may be, all the Bhagavan Buddhas, I pray that you consider me. I admit all the wrongdoing I have committed in this birth, in other births, and throughout my beginningless births while circling in samsara. Wrongdoing committed by me, as well as the encouragement of wrongdoing, rejoicing in wrongdoing, including the theft of the wealth of stupas, theft of the wealth of the sanghas, or of the wealth of the sanghas in the 4 directions, the encouragement of such theft, rejoicing in theft, as well as the commission of the 5 worst actions, the encouragement of such actions, and rejoicing in such actions, as well as entrance into the full acceptance of the path of the 10 unvirtuous actions, the encouragement of such entrance, and rejoicing in such entrance. Also, whatever actions will, through their obscuration, cause migration to hell, migration to birth as an animal, migration to the realm of hungry growths, birth in a Buddha land, birth as a barbarian, birth among long-lived gods, with incomplete faculties, holding wrong views, or in a place to which no Buddha will come, in the presence of the Bhagavan Buddhas, who have pristine wisdom, who have eyes, who are witnesses, who are impeccable, who are wise, who see. I admit all obscuring actions. I reveal them. I confess them. I do not conceal them. I vow to abstain from them henceforth. All you Bhagavan Buddhas, I pray that you consider me. I rejoice in all the roots of virtue that I have ever generated, including those generated in this birth, those generated in other births, those generated throughout my beginningless births while circling in samsara, including all acts of generosity, including the gift of one mouthful of food to being born as an animal, to all roots of virtue coming from my observance of morality, all roots of virtue coming from my abiding in brahmacharya, all roots of virtue coming from my ripening of beings, all roots of virtue coming from my bodhicitta, and all roots of virtue coming from unsurpassable pristine wisdom. I collect all those roots of virtue, and combining them into one, I utterly dedicate them to what is unexcelled, unsurpassable, and supreme. I utterly dedicate them to unsurpassable, perfect, complete awakening. I utterly dedicate them just as all Bhagavan Buddhas of the past utterly dedicated roots of virtue, just as all Bhagavan Buddhas of the future will dedicate them, and just as all Bhagavan Buddhas of the present are dedicating them. I confess all wrongdoing, I rejoice in all merit, I pray to all Buddhas, may I achieve unsurpassable, supreme, perfect wisdom. With joined palms, I wholly take refuge in all the Buddhas, the best of humanity, who abide in the present, who abide in the past, and who are yet to come. All those who reclaim qualities are like boundless oceans. Now we will recite the sutras in connection with the Buddha Akshobhya on page 487. Page 487 in the old book. It's in the supplement, page 31 in the supplement. The Dharani that thoroughly purifies all karmic obscurations. Page 487. Page 487. In Sanskrit, Aryasava Karma Varanana Vishodhana Namadarani. In Tibetan, Pakpa Le Chidripa Tamche Nampar Jongma Shejawa Sung. I prostrate to the Bhagavan, Akshobhya. Namo Retna Trayaya Kamkani Rotsani Trotani Trasan Tratihan Sawakarma Param Nime Soha. This is the ritual of the Dharani mantra. If you recite it continually, all the karma flowing from lifetime to lifetime will be purified. If you recite it 3 times daily, even the karma of the 5 heinous deeds will be cleared away. If you recite it once, bad signs, bad dreams, and inauspiciousness will be eliminated. If you keep it on your person, or write it on a scroll, or wear it around your neck, untimely death will not occur at all. If someone is filled with compassion and recites it within the hearing of a wild animal, bird, human being, or asura while they are dying, that being will not be born in the lower realms. Or when someone has died, if you utter the name of the deceased and recite the Dharani for them with love and compassion 100, 1,000, 100,000 times, that sentient being will instantaneously be liberated, even if they had taken rebirth in hell. If you recite it over earth, sesame seeds, mustard seeds, or water, either sprinkle that on the body of the deceased or wash them, then burn it under them or place it inside a stupa. And you also write the awareness mantra and affix it to their head. Then even if they are born in the lower realms, within 7 days, they will definitely be liberated and reborn in higher realms, and according to their own aspirations. If on the full moon someone bathes and cleans, changes their clothes 3 times daily, either fast or eats just a small amount of vegetarian food, and recites it 100,000 times while circumambulating a stupa that contains body relics, then that person whose name they have with them will be freed from the lower realms and take rebirth in pure God realm. That person will then come directly to the practitioner, make offerings, and will appear physically. They will say, "Well done," circumambulate 3 times and disappear. If you write their name, recite the Dharani mantra, and make 100,000 stupas, and offer parasols, victory banners, pendants, and so on to the stupas, then cast them into the ocean or a river. Through that person will be freed from the hells or other such realms. Or if you make offerings in that way, and then afterwards erect a large stupa at a crossroads, venerate it well with parasols, victory banners, pendants, and so on. Offer that to stupa to the noble sangha, and also make donations and declare, "May this become so-and-so's root of virtue. May this very person be born in the higher realms." They would be born in that very way. appear physically and say, "Well done," and then disappear. If someone who has committed the 5 heinous deeds, rejected the true Dharma, or disparaged a noble being, sees this Dharani mantra written on a wall, as they are dying, all their karmic obscurations will be extinguished. Thus there is no need to mention their uttering and reciting it. The Tathagata himself will arrive and say, "Child of good family, come here to me." This completes the Dharani that thoroughly purifies all karmic obscurations. On page 491, the next sutra translated from Chinese. Continue it. Thank you. Excuse me, we're repeating this. So back on page 487, the sutra, the Dharani that thoroughly purifies all karmic obscurations being repeated, page 487. This is the ritual of that Dharani mantra. If you recite it continually, all the karma flowing from lifetime to lifetime will be purified. If you recite it 3 times daily, even the karma of the 5 heinous deeds will be cleared away. If you recite it once, bad signs, bad dreams, and inauspiciousness will be eliminated. If you keep on your person or write it on a scroll or wear it around your neck, untimely death will not occur. If someone is filled with compassion and recites it within the hearing of a wild animal, bird, human being, or asura, while they are dying, that being will not be reborn in the lower realms. Or when someone has died, if you utter the name of the deceased and recite the Dharani for them with love and compassion 1,000, 100,000 times, that sentient being will be instantaneously be liberated, even if they had taken rebirth in hell. If you recite it over earth, sesame seeds, mustard seeds, or water, and either sprinkle that on the body of the deceased, or wash them and then burn it under them, or place it inside a stupa, and you also write the awareness mantra and affix it to their head, then even if they were born in the lower realms, within 7 days they will definitely be liberated and reborn in the higher realms according to their own aspirations. If on the full moon someone bathes, cleans, changes their clothes 3 times daily, either fasts or eats just a small amount of vegetarian food, and recites it 100,000 times while circumambulating a stupa that contains body relics, then that person whose name they will have with them will be freed from the lower realms and will take rebirth in a pure God realm. That person will then come directly to the practitioner, make offerings and appear physically. They will say, "Well done," circumambulate 3 times and disappear. If you write their name, recite the Dharani mantra, and make 100,000 stupas, and offer parasols, victory banners, pendants, and so on to the stupas, then cast them into the ocean or a river. Through that person will be freed from the hells or other such realms. Or if you make offerings in that way, and then afterwards erect a large stupa at a crossroads, venerate it well with parasols, victory banners, pendants, and so on. Offer that stupa to the noble Sangha and also make donations, then declare, "May this become so-and-so's root of virtue. May this very person be born in the higher realms." They will be born in that very way, appear physically and say, "Well done," and then disappear. If someone who has committed the 5 heinous deeds, rejected the true Dharma, or disparaged the noble being, sees this Dharani mantra written on a wall as they are dying, all their karmic obscurations will be extinguished. Thus there is no need to mention their uttering or reciting it. The Tathagata himself will arrive and say, "Child of family, come here to me." This completes the Dharani that thoroughly purifies all karmic obscurations. We will repeat the sutra, the Dharani that thoroughly purifies all karmic obscurations, on page 487. Page 487. I prostrate to the Bhagavan Akchobhya. This is the ritual of that Dharani mantra. If you recite it continually, all the karma flowing from lifetime to lifetime will be purified. If you recite it 3 times daily, even the karma of the 5 heinous deeds will be cleared away. If you recite it once, bad signs, bad dreams, and inauspiciousness will be eliminated. If you recite it, if you keep it on your person or write it on a scroll or wear it around the neck, untimely death will not occur at all. If someone is filled with compassion and recites it within the hearing of a wild animal, bird, human being, or asura while they are dying, that person will not be reborn in the lower realms. Or when someone has died, if you utter the name of the deceased and recite the Dharani for them with love and compassion 100, 1,000, or 100,000 times, that sentient being will be instantaneously liberated, even if they had taken rebirth in hell. If you recite it over earth, sesame seeds, mustard seeds, or water, and either sprinkle that on the body of the deceased, or wash them, and then burn it under them, or place it inside a stupa, and you also write the awareness mantra and affix it to their head, then even if they are born in lower realms, within 7 days they will definitely be liberated and reborn in the higher realm, according to their own aspirations. If on the full moon someone bathes and cleans, changes their clothes 3 times daily, either fasts or eats just a small amount of vegetarian food, and recites it 100,000 times while circumambulating a stupa that contains body relics, then that person whose name they have with them will be freed from the lower realms and take rebirth in a pure God realm. That person will then come directly to the practitioner, make offerings, and appear physically. They will say, "Well done," circumambulate 3 times, and disappear. If you write their name, recite the Dharani mantra, and make 100,000 stupas, and offer parasols, victory banners, pendants, and so on to the stupas, and then cast them into the ocean or river. Through that person will be freed from the house or other realms. Or if you make offerings in that way, and then afterwards erect a large stupa at a crossroads, venerated well with parasols, victory banners, pendants, and so on. Offer that stupa to the noble Sangha, and also make donations. Then declare, "May this become so-and-so's root of virtue." May this very person be born in the higher realms. Then would be born in that very way, appear physically and saying, "Well done," and then disappear. If someone who has committed the 5 heinous deeds, rejected the true Dharma, or disparaged the noble beings, sees this Dharani mantra written on a wall, or as they are dying, all their karmic obscurations will be extinguished. Thus there is no need to mention their uttering or reciting it. The Tathagata himself will arrive and say, "Child of good family, come here to me." This completes the Dharani that thoroughly purifies all karmic obscurations. We're repeating the sutra again on page 491. I prostrate to the Bhagavan Buddha Protector Akshobhya. Again, page 491. Thus I have heard, at one time the Bhagavan was dwelling in Shravasti, in Jetavana Grove, the park of Anathapindata, together with countless hero disciples and bodhisattva mahasattvas, and also surrounded by an immeasurable great assembly of gods, humans, asuras, and so on. At that time, amidst those assembled was the bodhisattva named Ornament of inexpressible qualities, who arose from his seat and prostrated with his head at the feet of the Bhagavan, with palms together and with respect. He said to the Bhagavan, Bhagavan, at present in this world system, boundless sentient beings are engaging in various sorts of wrongdoing under the influence of the causes and conditions of the afflictions, and thus will fall into hell, preta, or animal realms, or else will experience the various severe forms of suffering of gods of human rebirths. I request you to teach a method to thoroughly liberate them out of compassion and affection. He said this, and then the Bhagavan replied, Child of noble family, excellent, excellent. It is excellent that you have made such a request. Out of compassion and affection for sentient beings, to that end I will now teach you a method that thoroughly liberates from all suffering. Therefore, listen well, child of noble family. Because of the completely perfect Buddha named Bhagavan Akshobhya seeks benefit and happiness for all sentient beings, he uttered this Dharani mantra and had those assembled recite it. The mantra is spoken thus. Rocha, Tratani, Trotan, Tras, Tratihana, Tratihan, Sama, Kama, Param, Paranime, Soha. Any son or daughter of noble family who without pretense or guile pays homage to the Tathagata, the completely perfect Buddha Akshobhya, and upholds and memorizes this Dharani, will perfectly pacify all the wrongs they have previously done, including the 5 heinous deeds, the 4 root downfalls, the 10 non-virtues, disparaging the assembly of noble ones, or disparaging the true Dharma. When their moment of death arrives, the Bhagavan Akshobhya and Bodhisattvas will come directly before them, speak pleasantly, gladden them, and will make them thoroughly joyful. They will say, we welcome you now. Thus it is right that we go together to the Buddha field we dwell in. After dying too, that person will definitely be reborn in the pure land of Tathagata Akshobhya. Moreover, child of the lineage, since the Tathagata, the completely perfect Buddha, Durgati, Shodhani, Raja, seeks benefit and happiness for all sentient beings, he uttered this Dharani mantra and had those assembled recite it. The mantra is spoken thus. Shodani, Shodani, Papa, Ishodan, Kama, Bishode, Soha. Top of page 495. If any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage pays homage without pretense or guile to the Tathagata, the completely perfect Buddha Durgati Shodani Raja, and upholds and memorizes this mantra, they will always remember their lives from the previous 14,000 eons. Wherever they are born, they will always attain a powerful body. They will have perfect faculties. They will have firm conviction in cause and effect. They will be skilled in the various crafts and will understand all the commentarial treatises well. They will delight in giving and will be repulsed by all objects of desire. They will engage in no wrong actions and will be free from all fear. They will have right livelihood and wisdom, and all beings will be extremely fond of them. They will always hear the true Dharma in the presence of masters unceasingly. They will not abandon their wish for enlightenment even for an instant. They themselves will be beautified by all good qualities. They will be endowed with perfect restraint and will fear wrongdoing. They will always be without afflictions, be mild and thoroughly pacified. They will always experience happiness among gods and humans. They will quickly attain the unsurpassed state of complete and perfect enlightenment. They will never turn away from the 10 transcendences. They will always have the wish to bring about the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings without exception. Whatever they practice, they will not engage in self-interest. Wherever they are born, they will always be able to see a Buddha. They will be counted among the noble community that protects the true Dharma. After the Bhagavan has spoken thus, the community of hearer disciples, bodhisattvas, gods, humans, and asuras rejoiced and praised what the Bhagavan had said. The Sutra of the Dharani that thoroughly liberates from suffering is completed. Samyak Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Kape Kape Amaha Kape Kape Apadi Shodani So. That is the mantra that purifies offerings. The tea is offered to the medicine Buddha, Sanjay Menla, the medicine Buddha. And with that, we'll have a short tea break.
literally a degree house is the district. It's like something like a place. Aburazzo. Certain parts of that's true. It's very familiar. Yes, they're built that's right. Okay, Kagyu. I know my voice is shaking.
You might be repeating this one.
Page 491 again, the Sutra of the Dharani that thoroughly liberates from suffering. Want me to read it? Page, for those who just on, page 491. I prostrate to the Bhagawan Buddha, protector Akshobhya. There have I heard at one time the Bhagawan was dwelling in Sharavasi, in Geneva Grove, the park of Antarbuddhada, together with countless here disciples and bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, and also surrounded by immeasurable great assembly of gods, humans, asuras, and so on. In that time, amidst those assembled was the bodhisattva named Ornament of Inexpressible Qualities, who arose from his seat and prostrated with his head at the feet of the Bhagawan. With palms together and with respect, he said to the Bhagawan, Bhagawan, at present in this world system, boundless sentient beings are engaging in various sorts of wrongdoing under the influence of the cause and conditions of kleshas, and thus will fall into hell, preta, or animal realms, or else will experience the various severe forms of suffering of gods and humans' rebirths. I request you to teach a method to thoroughly liberate them out of compassion and affection. He said this, and the Bhagavan replied, Child of a noble family, excellent, excellent, it is excellent that you have made such a request. Out of compassion and affection for sentient beings, to that end, I will now teach you a method that thoroughly liberates from all suffering. Therefore, listen. Listen well. Child of a noble family, because the completely perfect Buddha named Bhagawan Akshobhya seeks benefit and happiness for all sentient beings, he uttered this Dharani mantra and had those assembled recite it. Any son or daughter of a noble family who without pretense or guile pays homage to the Tathagata, the completely perfect Buddha, Akshobhya, and upholds and memorizes this dharani, will perfectly pacify all the wrongs they have previously done, including the 5 heinous deeds, the 4 root downfalls, the 10 non-virtues, disparaging the assembly of noble ones, or disparaging the true Dharma. When their moment of death arrives, Bhagawan Akshobhya and the Bodhisattvas will come directly before them, speak pleasantly and gladden them, and will make them thoroughly joyful. They will then say, "We welcome you now. Thus it is right that we go together to the Buddha field we dwell in. After dying too, that person will definitely be reborn in the pure land of Tathagata Akshobhya. Move over, child of the lineage, since the Tathagata, the completely perfect Buddha, Durgati Shodhana Raja, seeks benefit and happiness for all sentient beings. He uttered this dharani mantra and had those assembled recite it. If any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage pays homage without pretense or guile to the Tathagatas, the completely perfect Buddha, Durgati Shohani Raja, and upholds and memorizes this mantra, they will always remember their lives from the previous 14,000 eons. Wherever they are born, they will always attain a powerful body. They will have perfect faculties and have firm conviction in cause and effect. They will be skilled in the various crafts and will understand all the commentarial treatises well. They will delight in giving and will be repulsed by all objects of desire. They will engage in no wrong acts and be free of all fear. They will have a right livelihood and wisdom, and all beings will be extremely fond of them. They will always hear the true Dharma in the presence of a spiritual friend, unceasingly. They will not abandon their wish for enlightenment even for an instant. They themselves will be beautiful by all good qualities. They will be endowed with perfect restraint and will fear all wrongdoing. They will always be without kleshas and be mild and thoroughly pacified. They will always experience happiness among gods and humans. They will quickly attain the unsurpassable state of complete and perfect enlightenment. They will never turn away from the 10 transcendences. They will always have the wish to bring about the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings without exception. Whatever they practice, they will not engage in self-interest. Wherever they are born, they will always be able to see a Buddha. They will be counted among the noble community that protects the true Dharma. After the Bhagawan had spoken this, the community of here disciples, bodhisattvas, gods, humans, and asuras rejoiced and praised what the Bhagawan had said. We're repeating the Sutra of the Dharani that thoroughly liberates from suffering on page 491. I prostrate to the Bhagawan, Buddha, protector Akshobhya. Thus have I heard, at one time the Bhagawan was dwelling in Saravasti, in a Jetvana grove, the park of Anathapindada, together with countless hearer disciples and bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, and also surrounded by an immeasurable great assembly of gods, humans, asuras, and so on. At that time, amidst those assembled was the bodhisattva named Ornament of Inexpressible Qualities, who arose from his seat and prostrated with his head at the feet of the Bhagawan. With palms together and with respect, he said to the Bhagawan, Bhagawan, at present in this world system, boundless sentient beings are engaging in various sorts of wrongdoings under the influence of the cause and conditions of kleshas, and thus will fall into hell, preta, or animal realms, or else will experience the various severe forms of suffering of gods and human rebirths. I request you to teach a method to thoroughly liberate them out of compassion and affection. He said this, and the Bhagawan replied, Child of noble family, excellent, excellent. It is excellent that you have made such a request out of compassion and affection for sentient beings. To that end, I will now teach you a method that thoroughly liberates from all suffering. Therefore, listen well, child of noble family, because that completely perfect Buddha named Bhagawan Akshobhya seeks benefit and happiness for all sentient beings. He uttered this Dharani mantra and had those assembled recite it. The mantra is spoken. Any son or daughter of noble family who without pretense or guile pays homage to this Tagatha, the completely perfect Buddha Akshobhya, and upholds and memorizes this Dharani, will perfectly pacify all the wrongs they have previously done, including the 5 heinous deeds, the 4 root downfalls, the 10 non-virtues, disparaging the assembly of noble ones, or disparaging the true Dharma. When their moment of death arrives, Bhagawan Akshobhya and the Bodhisattva will come directly before them, speak pleasantly and gladden them, and will make them thoroughly joyful. Then they will then say, "We welcome you now. Thus it is right that we go together to the Buddha field we dwell in." After dying, too, that person will definitely be reborn in the pure land of Tagatha, Akshobhya. Moreover, child of the lineage, since the Tagatha, the completely perfect Buddha, Durgati Shodhana Raja, seeks benefit and happiness for all sentient beings. He uttered this Dharani mantra and had those assembled recite it. The mantra is spoken. If any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage pays homage without pretense or guile to the Tagatha, the completely perfect Buddha, Durgati Shodhana Raja, and upholds and memorizes this mantra, they will always remember their lives from the previous 14,000 eons. Wherever they are born, they will always attain a powerful body. They will have perfect faculties and have firm conviction in cause and effect. They will be skilled in the various crafts and will understand all the commentarial treatises well. They will delight in giving and will be repulsed by all objects of desire. They will engage in no wrong acts and be free of all fear. They will have a right livelihood and wisdom, and all beings will be extremely fond of them. They will always hear the true Dharma in the presence of a spiritual friend unceasingly. They will not abandon their wish for enlightenment even for an instant. They themselves will be beautified by all good qualities. They will be endowed with perfect restraint and will fear all wrongdoing. They will always be without kleshas and be mild and thoroughly pacified. They will always experience happiness among gods and humans. They will quickly attain the unsurpassable state of complete and perfect enlightenment. They will never turn away from the 10 transcendences. They will always have the wish to bring about benefit and happiness of all sentient beings without exception. Whatever they practice, they will not engage in self-interest. Wherever they are born, they will always be able to see a Buddha. They will be counted among the noble community that protects the true Dharma. After the Bhagawan had spoken this, the community of hearer disciples, bodhisattvas, gods, humans, and asuras rejoiced and praised what the Bhagawan had said. The Sutra of the Dharani that thoroughly liberates from suffering is completed. An aspiration for birth in the realm of Abhiharati, page 431. Page 431 in the new edition, the third edition, and page 387 in the old last year's book. Page 431. The greatest of divas, the Buddha Shakyamuni, once abided at Rigada on Vulture Peak Mountain. He was attended by a sangha of arhats and an assembly of bodhisattvas, and many great beings from the three types of existence. At that time, Shariputra supplicated to benefit beings, light the torch of Dharma. I too, filled with awe, take refuge in you. May these pure aspirations be fulfilled. From here to the east, past 1,000 billion-fold realms, in the realm called Abhiharati. Its qualities are immeasurable. May we practice Dharma in that realm. Enter into a bodhisattva action. Engage in that great grand conduct with great joy. Generate bodhicitta, don the armor of diligence, and affirm the qualities of others there. In the past, the Buddha Mahachaksur turned the wheel of Dharma of the six transcendences. At that time, a great bhikshu vowed to engage in the grand bodhisattva action, as he vowed never to bear malice or be agitated by circumstances. Since that time, throughout his time as a bodhisattva, and now as a Buddha, he has been called Akshobhya, unshakable. This best of names has proven apt. I prostrate to you, even as the bodhisattva. You were with heart-filled devotion. Protector, I make promises and aspirations like yours. May I emulate your deeds? I will be without deception and truthfully generate bodhicitta. I will abandon all anger, malice, and irritation. I will never forget omniscience. I will abandon kleshas, such as desire. I will not even have the intention of wrongdoing, such as killing. I will always dedicate all virtue to unsurpassable awakening. I will always do what I say. May I always meditate on the Buddha without separation. In every life, I will fully renounce, have little desire, be content and develop the qualities of training. I will teach genuine Dharma with the confidence of no attachment. I will never sleep carelessly or lazily. I will abstain from root downfalls and will not be a householder. I will not go with women, lie, recount others' faults, harm others, or intimidate them. May I engage in the truth and abandon bad behavior. I will view even a scrap of saffron cloth as a stupa, and all intelligent persons as the teacher. I will diligently listen to genuine Dharma and renounce other gods. I will always give both Dharma and material things equal. Without considering even my own life, I will think of others suffering. I will not be immoral, even in dreams. May I accomplish a great pure realm, where even the word violations is unheard. Such were the aspirations you made, Akshobhya, and the armor you donned when you became a bodhisattva. For bodhisattvas with such commitment, unsurpassable awakening is close, said the Buddha, praising you. Through the power of such truth, the world shook then. All in that world praised you 100 times, saying, "Oh, such a lion's roar has never been heard. May we do what you have done?" When other Buddhas do a Buddha's deeds, their radiant light fills all the world. All suffering is pacified. Endless wonders arise. All this occurred when you merely gave rise to bodhicitta. You praised by all the Buddhas at the time of your training. They said, "He is far superior to innumerable great Aryas," such as the 1,000 bodhisattvas of this fortunate kalpa. Protector, may I become equal to you? The Bodhi tree of the Bhagavan, Akshobhya, is 100,000 leagues in height. It is made of the 7 precious things. Innumerable melodic dharma sounds issue from it. Bhagavan, will you live for 1,000,000 great kalpas and teach dharma for that long? Your dharma will survive you for an equal span of time. May I always see such Buddhas. 7 days before your attainment of awakening, all beings were filled with joy and happiness and freed from kleshas. When you achieve unsurpassable pristine wisdom, the 3 realms shook. All prostrated to you and presented countless offerings. A jeweled parasol 100 leagues wide is always present in the sky above your head. Your great realm of the 1,000,000,000 worlds is always filled with light rays of your body. In your realm, there are no lower states. Activity of maras, tritikas, fighting, bondage, aging, sickness, or loss of any kind. Women there have no disadvantages. There is nothing impure there. The Shrakavas there practice the Mahayana. As soon as they see the truth, they attain arhathood. The Sangha of bhikshus is immensely vast. The gathering of bodhisattvas is also immeasurable. Each of them has innumerable qualities. May I and all these innumerable beings be included in such sublime gatherings. And attain the samadhi of Dharma gates. The colorful ground in your realm is smooth to the touch. It is even and decorated by divine jewels. It is covered by plenty of golden lotuses. There are no such things as logs, thorns, or gorges. Clothing and jewelry come from wish-fulfilling trees. Without effort, food of 100 flavors appears as desired in precious vessels. All dwellings there are palaces. They are furnished with all luxuries such as thrones and beds. They are pools spread with golden sand, surrounded by Ashoka trees. They arise in response to beings' wishes. There are gentle breezes, but no suffering from heat or cold. Other than the Buddha, the king of Dharma. No one is dominant, all are equally happy. There is no work such as buying, selling, or farming. Whatever is wished for arises. Groves of golden palm trees fill all directions. Pleasant sounds and delicious fragrances abound. Although they enjoy song, dance, and music, all are attentive. Protector, when you walk, in your footprints appear precious lotuses with 1,000 petals. Those lotuses are then worshipped. Between Jambuvipa and 33, there is a stairway of gold, silver, and Vyadura. Gods and humans walk up and down it with ease. These humans are as happy as the gods. The gods aspire to be like people of Jambuvipa. Even those in the world known as masterful Mara are all engaged in the perfect path. Bhagawan, Akshobhya, all the beings in your realm constantly venerate you and listen to Dharma. They all have few kleshas and are without the stains of wrongdoing and transgressions. They are free, all free from attachment to the pleasure of desire. One abides in the womb there for 7 days and experiences it as a mansion. The Shrakavas there have an inexhaustible miraculous power. The feats of the bodhisattvas there are inconceivable. The abundance of Dharma in that realm surpasses that in all other realms. The compassionate Gandhasti is presently the region of the great protector. 7 days after the Dharma of the Buddha, Gandhabasti will become the king of Dharma. That teacher of the gods and humans will be known as Golden Lotus. Having the 10 strengths, he will be just like Akshobhya. His compassionate activity will be inconceivably vast. May I please that protector, Bhagawan Akshobhya, I vow to accomplish. Bodhisattva's actions exactly like yours. In order to enter your presence, I will practice the 6 transcendences. Recollect your form as you teach Dharma. Recollect your Sangha of bhikshus and bodhisattvas, and wholly dedicate all virtue. It is taught that those who do so will be born in Abharati. Those who hear the names of the great regent and make aspirations, contemplate the purification of realms in the 10 directions. Encourage others to aspire to birth in your realms. Practice the Sutra of Akshobhya's realm, or make 1,000 images of you, seated on an envelope, an elephant throne, and a lotus. Will actually see you surrounded by your vast Sangha and will reach your realm. The Buddha spoke these words: may all beings in such a way gather an accumulation of virtue and reach the realm of Abharati. May we, from now on, in all births, enjoy the splendor of the 10 transcendences, eradicate the 3 obscurations, and achieve the state of the protector Akshobhya. Until that happens, may all obstacles be pacified, enjoying the great feast of genuine Dharma. May all beings be established in unsurpassable happiness. And now we have a half-hour break.
Freestyling today, if that's easier for you. Okay. Zumba can't. Oh, hold on. Zumba can't be too much. You're not going to do the non-life throws.
Oh yeah, so that's actually better. You should
We should get the computer.
maybe it is easier for us.
I'm just going to get more done if I go over there. So this one starts with a Dalai Lama, then has the Karmapa, Kagyu Gurus, 7 Master Disciples, Bokar Rinpoche at the end, then these, Bokar Rinpoche, then these, then 10 Dragma. can read all this. You don't have to read it.
各位法友，不动佛，超见我共，法会功德处开放最后的10分钟，请各位法友有祈福及超见的名单，在最后的这10分钟之内送至法会功德处，谢谢。
like it? Simple.
It was a first experience.
Yeah?
Yes.
And you had it? No.
Huh?
No had it?
Try it.
Tired?
Run and these are
Oh.
very big
But everything okay. Smooth.
smooth, yeah, people they feel very hard, like and we have video showing Kamaka, video of Yasa membership, video of like so it was
Great job. Great
small,
job.
small bit in the
It's okay. Not in the big. Small but nice.
but you could feel blessing her,
Yeah.
like
Full of blessing. Because everyone was serious.
yeah, that's it. Only people who want to
Yeah.
for prayer,
Serious and feel the blessing.
that's it.
If no serious, no blessing. I like simple one. Like simple one. But everything must be neat, well organized. It's good. Just
Last year, I was trying. Last year, I was trying. Singapore boss. We have guys who done it in Mongolia. Many Indonesia, America, Canada,
A
everywhere.
request,
I had
please. If in the last few days you have borrowed an umbrella that doesn't belong to you, and you've taken umbrellas that don't belong to you, can you please return them where you found them?
Good afternoon. We will be beginning on page 442. Page 442, 397 in the old version. The aspiration for birth in the pure realm of Sukhavati, with its beautiful tune. Emaho, in the direction of the setting sun from here, past innumerable worlds and slightly elevated above us, is the pure realm of Sukhavati. Although I do not see it with my physical eye, it is vividly clear in my mind. There resides the Bhagavan Amitabha, the color of ruby. He blazes with majesty. He is adorned by the 32 good marks and the 80 signs, such as the Ushnisha on his head and the wheels on his feet. He has one face and 2 hands and holds an alms bowl in meditation. Wearing the 3 Dharma robes, he is seated in Vajra posture upon a 1,000-petaled lotus and a moon disk seat. His back is supported by a Bodhi tree. He gazes upon me from a distance with compassionate eyes. On his right is the Bodhisattva Avalokita. He is white and holds a white lotus in his left hand. On Amitabha's left is the Bodhisattva Mahastamprapta. He is blue and holds in his left hand a lotus with a Vajra upon it. The right hand of them both display to me the mudra of giving protection. These 3 principles are like Mount Meru, vivid, distinct, and brilliant. Their retinue is 1 trillion bodhisattva bhikshus. All of them are golden in color and adorned by the marks and signs. Wearing the 3 Dharma robes, they fill the realm with yellow. As there is no difference between near and far for devoted prostration, I devotedly prostrate to you with my 3 gates. The Dharmakaya Amitabha is the lord of the family. The light rays of his right hand emanate Avalokita and 1 billion further emanations of Avalokita. The light rays from his left hand emanate Tara and 1 billion further emanations of Tara. The light rays of his heart emanate Padmakara and 1 billion further emanations of Padmakara. I prostrate to the Dharmakaya Amitabha. Buddha, you kindly and constantly regard all beings throughout the 6 times of day and night. You always know what thoughts are moving through the mind of every being. You always hear distinctly the words spoken by every being. I prostrate to the omniscient Amitabha. It is said that, other than those who have rejected Dharma or done any of the 5 worst actions, all who have faith in you and make the aspiration to be born in Sukhavati will fulfill that aspiration You will appear in the bardo and lead them to your realm. I prostrate to the guide, Amitabha. For the length of your life, innumerable kalpas, you will not pass into nirvana. You abide manifestly now. It is said that anyone who prays to you with one-pointed devotion, even if their lifespan is exhausted, unless that is caused by the ripening of karma, will live 100 years. You will avert all untimely death. I prostrate to the protector, Amitayas. It is said that there is greater merit in hearing the name of Amitabha and Sukhavati and joining one's palms with faith than in filling the countless billion world realms with jewels and giving them in generosity. I therefore prostrate to Amitabha with devotion. Anyone who, hearing Amitabha's name, sincerely gives rise to faith from the depth of their heart, even once cannot be turned back from the path of awakening. I prostrate to the protector, Amitabha. Having heard the name of the Buddha Amitabha, until one reaches the essence of awakening, one will not be born as a woman without power. One will be born in a good family. In every birth, one's morality will be pure. I prostrate to the Sugata Amitabha. I offer my body, possessions, and roots of virtue. Whatever actually prepared offerings there are, mentally emanated auspicious substances and signs, and the 7 jewels, the pre-existing billion worlds with their billion sets of 4 continents, Mount Meru, the sun and the moon, and all the luxuries of gods, nagas, and humans. Bringing all these to mind, I offer them to Amitabha. For my benefit, accept them through your compassion. I confess all the wrongdoing I and all beings, my parents included, have done throughout beginningless time up to now, such as killing, stealing, and fornication. I admit and confess the 3 wrongdoings of body. Lying, calumny, harsh words, and gossip. I admit and confess the 4 wrongdoings of speech. Covetousness, malice, and wrong views. I admit and confess the 3 wrongdoings of mind. The killing of one's father, mother, acharya, or an arhat, and the shedding of a Buddha's blood with malicious intent. I admit and confess the 5 worst actions. Killing a bhikshu, a shamanera, seducing a nun, and destroying images, stupas, or temples. I admit to confess the nearly worst actions. swearing by the three jewels, temples, scriptures, or the three supports, and swearing by them falsely. I admit to confess the wrongdoing of rejecting Dharma. Worse than killing all beings in the three realms is the denigration of bodhisattvas. I admit to confess pointless great wrongdoing. Thinking that the benefits of virtue, the harm from wrongdoing, and the suffering and lifespan in hell are untrue, mere sayings, is worse than the 5 worst actions. I admit and confess the wrongdoing from which it is hard to be freed. The 4 defeats, the 13 remainders, the downfalls, the confessables, and the misdemeanors, the 5 classes. I admit to confess impairments of the pratimoksha morality. The 4 negativities and the 5, and 8 downfalls. I admit to confess impairments of the bodhisattva training. The 14 root downfalls and the 8 major branches. I admit and confess impairments of secret mantra samaya. The wrongdoing done when not under vows, such as fornication and drinking alcohol. Actions that are naturally unwholesome. I admit to confess unwitting wrongdoing. Although I have taken the vow of refuge and empowerment, I admit to confess downfalls of commitment through not knowing how to keep the vows and samaya they entail. Without regret, confession will not purify. I confess all past wrongdoings with great shame, fear, and regret, as though I had swallowed poison. If there is no commitment henceforth, there will be no purification. From now onward, even at the risk of my life, I vow not to engage in wrongdoing. Sugata, Amitabha, and your bodhisattvas, grant your blessing that my being be purified. If, when one hears of another's virtue, one is without the negativity of jealousy and rejoices from one's heart, it is said that one will gain equal merit. Therefore, I rejoice in all the virtuous deeds of Aryas and ordinary beings. I rejoice in their generation of bodhicitta and their vast benefit for beings. The 10 virtues are the opposites of the 10 wrongdoings. Saving others' lives, giving generously, chastity, speaking truthfully, healing discord, speaking gently and straightforwardly, conversing meaningfully, having little desire, cultivating love and compassion, and practicing Dharma. I rejoice in those 10 virtuous actions. All you who have recently attained perfect Buddhahood in any of the numberless realms of the 10 directions, I urge you to soon turn the vast wheel of Dharma. I pray that you hear me with your clairvoyance. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, holders of Dharma, and spiritual friends who wish to pass into Nirvana, I pray that you do not do so, but remain. I dedicate this and all my virtue of the 3 times to the benefit of all beings. May they all quickly attain unsurpassable awakening and empty samsara's 3 realms from their depths. May this virtue quickly ripen in me. In this life, may the 18 untimely deaths be prevented. May I be healthy and as vigorous as a youth. May my wealth be as inexhaustible as the Ganges in summer. Unharmed by Maras or enemies, may I practice the genuine Dharma. May all my wishes be fulfilled in accordance with the Dharma and my intentions. May I accomplish vast benefit for Dharma and beings. May my human body be meaningful. We're at the 452 at the top. May I and all connected to me, as soon as we pass from this life, actually see in front of us the emanated Buddha, Amitabha, surrounded by his Sangha of Bodhisattvas. Seeing them, may we feel joy. May we be without suffering at death. May the 8 Bodhisattvas appear miraculously in the sky. May they show me the way and lead me to Sukhavati. The suffering in the lower states is unbearable. The pleasures of gods and humans are impermanent. May I be afraid of this. Throughout beginningless time up to now, samsara has lasted for a very long time. May I feel sorrow about this. I might be born repeatedly as a human being, but I would experience birth, aging, sickness, and death countless times. There are many obstacles in this degenerate time. The pleasures of humans and gods are like food mixed with poison. May I have not so much as a hair's worth of desire for them. My family, food, wealth, and friends are impermanent, like illusions or dreams. May I have not so much as a hair's worth of attachment to them. My land, my vicinity, my home are just like one's home in a dream. May I know them to be unreal. May I flee the ocean of samsara, from which it is so hard to get free. Like a felon escaping from prison. May I flee to the realm of Sukhavati without looking back, having severed all craving and clinging. May I fly through the western sky like a vulture freed from a snare, passing countless worlds in an instant, and reach Sukhavati. May I see the face of Amitabha, who is actually present there. May all my obscurations be purified. The best of the four births is instantaneous birth in the heart of a lotus flower. May I take such a birth, my body complete in an instant. May it have the marks and signs. Doubts as to whether or not I will be born there would cause me to remain in the lotus for 500 years. I would be happy and comfortable and would hear the Buddha's speech, but because of the flower not opening, my seeing the Buddha's face would be delayed. May that not happen to me. As soon as I am born, may my flower open. May I see Amitabha's face. Through merit and miraculous powers, may vast clouds of offerings emanate from my palms. May I present them to the Buddha and his entourage. At that time, may that Tathagata extend his right hand and place it on my head. May I receive prophecy of my awakening. Having heard profound and vast Dharma, may my being be ripened and liberated. May I be blessed and cared for by the two foremost bodhisattvas, Avalokita and Mahastamprapta. Every day, innumerable Buddhas and Bodhisattvas gather from the 10 directions in order to present offerings to Amitabha and view that realm. At that time, may I attend them and receive the Amrita of Dharma. With unimpeded, miraculous powers, may I go to the realms of joyous, glorious, perfect action, and densely arrayed. Going there in the morning, may I receive empowerment, blessings, and vows from Akshobhya, Ratnasambhava, Amoga Siddhi, Vairochana, and other Buddhas. Having presented many offerings, may I return without difficulty to Sukhavati in the evening. In Potala, Alakavati, Chamaradvipa, and Udayana, in a billion Nirmanakaya realms, may I beat a billion Avalokitas, Taras, Vajrapanis, and Padmakaras. May I present oceans of offerings to them and receive empowerment and profound instructions. May I quickly then return unimpeded to my own residence in Sukhavati. May I see with the divine eye my surviving family, monks and disciples. May I protect and bless them and lead them to that realm at death. The duration of this fortunate kalpa is 1 day in Sukhavati. Throughout countless kalpas, there is no death. May I always remain in that realm, from Maitreya up to Rochana. When all the Buddhas of this fortunate kalpa come to this world, may I come here with miraculous powers. May I present offerings to these Buddhas, listen to the genuine Dharma, and return unimpeded to the realm of Sukhavati. All the features and attributes of the realms of the 81 septillion Buddhas are combined in that realm that is superior to all others. May I be born in the realm of Sukhavati. Its precious ground is as even as the palm of a hand. Vast and spacious, it blazes brightly and radiantly. It is soft and supple. May I be born in that pleasant, gentle, spacious realm. The wish-fulfilling trees are composed of many jewels and are decorated by leaves of silk and precious fruit. In them are emanated birds, whose sweet calls proclaim profound and vast Dharma. May I be born in that wondrous realm. There are mighty rivers of scented water with the 8 attributes. There are also bathing pools of Amrita, surrounded by steps and bricks of 7 jewels. Lotus flowers with sweet fragrance and fruit emanate countless light rays. The ends of those light rays are adorned by emanated Buddhas. May I be born in that amazing realm. Even the names of the 8 unleisured states and lower realms are unheard of there. Kleshas, the 5 and 3 poisons, sickness, duns, enmity, poverty, quarreling, and other sufferings are unheard of in that realm. May I be born in that realm of great happiness. There is no sexuality there, and no birth from a womb. All are born from within lotus flowers. Everyone's bodies are alike and golden in color. They are adorned by the marks and signs such as the Ushnisha on their heads. All have the 5 clairvoyances and the 5 eyes. May I be born in that realm of countless attributes. In self-arisen palaces of diverse jewels, whatever is wanted arises upon recollection. No effort is necessary. Everything one needs or wants is spontaneously present. There is no I, no you, and no self-fixation. Offering clouds of whatever one wishes arise from the palms of one's hands. Everyone there practices the unsurpassable Mahayana Dharma. May I be born in that realm where every joy and comfort arises. A fragrant breeze sends down rains of flowers. From all the trees, rivers, and lotuses, clouds of sumptuous offerings constantly emerge. Pleasing form, sound, scents, tastes, and textures. Although there is no ordinary gender, emanated Devis constantly present offerings. When one wishes to sit, there are precious palaces. When one wishes to lie down, there are mattresses and pillows of silk on fine, precious beds. When one wishes to hear them, birds, trees, rivers, and music give forth the melodic sound of Dharma. When one does not wish to listen, they are unheard. The pools and rivers of Amrita are of whatever temperature is desired. May I be born in that realm where everything is as wished. In that realm, the perfect Buddha, Amitabha, will remain, not passing into nirvana for countless kalpas. May I attend him for all that time. After Amitabha passes into peace, his dharma will remain for twice as many kalpas as the Ganges sand grains. During that time, may I be inseparable from Avalokita, his regent, and uphold the genuine Dharma. The Dharma will wane at sunset. At the following dawn, Avalokita will attain Buddhahood, becoming the Buddha called King of Massive Splendor, elevated above all. From that time, may I serve him and listen to the Dharma. His lifespan will be 96 septillion kalpas. May I continually attend and serve him and uphold the Dharma with perfect retention. After his nirvana, Dharma will remain for 610,300,000 kalpas. During that time, may I uphold the Dharma and be inseparable from Mahastamprapta. Then Mahastamprapta will attain Buddhahood, becoming the Tathagata called King of amassed jewels and stable qualities. His lifespan and Dharma will equal those of Avalokita. May I continually attend that Buddha, present offerings to him, and uphold all his genuine Dharma. Then, after that life, either in that realm or in another pure realm, may I attain unsurpassable, perfect Buddhahood. After my Buddhahood, like Amitabhas, may I ripen and liberate all beings who even just hear my name. May I guide beings through countless emanations and benefit beings effortlessly, spontaneously, and immeasurably. Tathagata of immeasurable lifespan, merit, qualities, pristine wisdom and majesty, Dharmakaya Amitabha. Bhagavan of the immeasurable life and wisdom. It was said by Shakyamuni that anyone who recollects your name will be protected from fire, water, poison, weapons, yakshas, rakshasas, and all danger, unless it is the ripening of previous karma. I recollect your name and prostrate to you. I pray that you protect me from all danger and suffering. Grant the blessing of perfect auspiciousness through the blessing of the Buddha's attainment of the Trikaya, the blessing of the unchanging truth of the Dharmata, and the blessing of the Sangha's unwavering harmony. May my aspirations be fulfilled just as intended. I prostrate to the three jewel, Tadya Ta Penta Driya Ava Bodha Naye Soha. I prostrate to the three jewels. Namo Manjushri, Namo Sushri, Namo Uttamashriye Svaha. Namo Sushri, Namo Uttamashriye. Repeating from the top of 464, I prostrate to the three jewels. Namo Manjushri, Namo Sushri, Namo Uttamashriye Svaha. Tea offering. Shodane Soha. Appropriately offered to Amitabha. Feeling better? Energy, or you kind of knocked down?
I think it's the Monlam is kind of hard.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like it's kind of pushing me. If I was well, I know it would be okay. Being sick is sort of it's usually very hard.
When we start again, perhaps we will be going to page 181 for the indestructible garland of Vajras, page 181 in the new book, which would be page 175 in the old version. However, there's some chance we'll do the short prayer for rebirth in Sukhavati, which is right where we left off on page 465. More will be revealed. I don't think it's raining. Oh, it's raining. Went out somewhere. The car was waiting, and the security vehicles were pointing out, and there was like an altar in the back of a pickup truck. They must have been going to do something. Yeah, like a very fine wood, like the wood carved throne, not the big throne. There's a small wood carved throne, like that. Very nice. True that. I mean, to draw this many people.
Yeah,
Any.
It doesn't really think about it. He actually doesn't. He can't travel.
Exactly. That's what I say. What's going to happen when you travel?
Travel, yeah. Just imagine what he could go to China, Japan, Korea. It'd be amazing.
They're talking now about how to expand this thing, how to just use what's here and make it bigger.
Well, 12,000 is, I think this is the biggest Monlam ever. It's getting bigger and bigger.
Absolutely, right?
He actually, in the meeting with the members, he actually stressed, he said, this is not just Tibet. He said, this is not just Tibet. This is international Monlam. He stressed that. And people's here, he said, people here from over 50 countries, and he wants it kind of inclusive like that.
Yes.
And then he also said, it's called, he talked about the history. He said initially it didn't, when Karubaji started doing it, there was no name. And then when Bokurubaji took over, they called it Kamsam, Kagyu Monlam, right? And then it finally became Kagyu Monlam. But he said actually, so that's the name, but he said his vision is that it's actually a renamed Monlam, and everyone can come here and feel included. That was his vision.
Nice.
Yeah, and what he said was really beautiful.
It's true with the prayers. It's like
Yeah, it's very
we do have like
his core Kamsang thing.
the 7 Kamsang prayers, but still everything else, like mostly stuff from the Buddha or sutras.
We never recite things about the lineages. They never do.
Yeah. That borrow, the borrow Kagyu one from yesterday. God, I love that.
Some beautiful things in here.
Love that.
I like the Chenrezig one, the Chenrezig Monlam by that Three Kagyu master. He was a Territory.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I can't remember his name. He's a Territory.
So 181. Yes, page 181. The Indestructible Garland of Vajras. Page 175 in the old version. Through the truth of the changeless light, the protector Amitayas, and of all the Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times, may the lotus feet of the glorious gurus who hold the Buddha Dharma be firm. May their activity flourish. Through the truth of the dispassionate, genuine Dharma of the Tripitaka and the 9 Yanas, may the lotus feet of the glorious gurus, who are the source of the supreme Dharma, be firm. May their activity flourish. Through the truth of the undivided harmony of the Buddha's disciples, the Bodhisattvas, Shravakas, and Pratyekya Buddhas, the Aryas, the Sangha. May the lotus feet of the glorious gurus who lead the supreme assemblies be firm. May their activity flourish. Through the blessing of Padmasambhava, Vimalamitra, and all the root and lineage Vidyadhara gurus. May the lotus feet of the glorious gurus who are the supreme guides of beings be firm. May their activity flourish. Through the compassion of the mandala of the 5 families that have conquered the Mara of death, and of all the yidams of the 4 or 6 tantras, may the lotus feet of the glorious gurus, who are the lords of all mandalas, be firm. May their activity flourish. Through the power of White Tara, the Queen of Siddhas, all the dakinis of the 3 places and the Dharmapalas, may the lotus feet of the glorious gurus who joyously revel in great bliss be firm. May their activity flourish. The learned holders of the Dharma of Scripture, those who clarify the Buddha Dharma through teaching, debate, and composition, with excellence both innate and acquired, may their lotus feet be firm, their activity flourish. The holders of the Dharma of realization, the lords among yogins who have pure samaya make practice their core and see Dharmata, who are the crown ornament of all, including the gods. May their lotus feet be firm, their activity flourish. The torches of the Buddha Dharma, who have the stable ground of morality, the light of samadhi, and the skill of wisdom, who are rich with the wealth of the Aryas, and are sources of refuge for beings. May their lotus feet be firm, their activity flourish. The holders of the Buddha Dharma, who have been liberated through hearing, discriminate through thinking, who have realized the meaning through meditation, and engage in others' benefit with wisdom, kindness, and ability. May their lotus feet be firm, their activity flourish. The great beings of all traditions who abide in any direction, who embark upon various vehicles in accord with their capacity and practice them properly. May their lotus feet be firm, their activity flourish. May all the holders of the Dharma be harmonious and free from sectarianism and conflict within the Buddha Dharma. With vast pure perception, may they hold their respective traditions. May their lotus feet be firm, their activity flourish. May we and all connected to us in all our future lives be free from sickness. May we have Vajra life and the 7 qualities of higher states, such as beauty. May we become lights of all the Buddha Dharma. May all obstacles to life and liberation be pacified. May we live 100 years and see 100 autumns. May we hold the precious Buddha Dharma of the excellent trainings for others' sake, for as long as space lasts. May the glorious Guru, the personification of all Buddhas, and all the holders of the Dharma of all traditions live long, by ceaselessly turning the Dharma chakra. May they always illuminate the 3 worlds. Now we have the long life prayers. They will be broadcast or shown on the big screen. Perhaps you can find them on page 600 in the new version. In the northern Pure Land of Tibet, a land of Dharma, encircled by a ring of snow mountain ranges, you are a treasure of compassion, the source of all that benefits all beings and brings them happiness. The great noble Chenrezi in human form, you, Tenzin Gyatso, are the crown jewel of the oceans of those who uphold the sage's teachings. May you live unwaveringly until the end of existence. Long life prayer to His Holiness Karmapa. May the King of the Shakyas, the glory of the excellent 10 power, the Lord of the world, Gyawa Gyatso, the essence of compassion, the lake-born Vajra, and all the sources of refuge that grant good fortune here and now. The dawn of your impeccable bodhicitta brings forth the brilliant marks and signs of a supreme Nirmanakaya. The sun that shines brightly on the fortunate eon of this realm and fulfills our hopes and benefit. the glory that upholds the victor's teachings of scripture and realization. You are the embodiment of the ocean of pervasive wisdom. I bow to the Karmapa, who holds the Vajra that fully possesses the activity of spontaneous power. The Karmapa's successive births, a string of pearls, glow with the luster of white deeds for the benefit of the teaching. You are skilled in properly upholding their examples. Glorious protector of beings, I pray that you live long. The fine silk of vast scriptures, draped and waving, is beautified by the jewel of complete experience and realization atop the firm golden staff of intelligence. May this great being, the victory banner of the teachings, live long. You have received the treasury of instructions from many Mahasiddhas, such as the crown jewel of Siddhas, Lojak Marpa, and others. Protector who sustains and spreads the Siddhas' teachings, Lord of the mandala of Siddhas, I pray that you live long. By embracing China, Tibet, and all other countries, from east to west, as the realm of your deeds, you have planted the seeds of all beings' joy and goodness. May the good traditions of excellent Dharma and prosperity flourish. By the blessings of the truth from the Lama, Yidam, and Three Jewels, by the union of Dharmata and interdependence, the nature of things, and by the mighty strength of truthful words from a pure motivation, may what we wish for be effortlessly accomplished. Your orb of wisdom fills the space of all that's knowable. Your 1,000 rays of deeds strike the ground, disciples, clearly illuminating the Buddha's teachings. Precious Kagyu Gurus, I pray that you live long. Descendants of Naro and Maitripa, the Shangpa, of Marpa the Translator's close sons, the four great pillars. Of Rechungpa, the Densa Kagyus, and other great beings who uphold the teachings, I pray that you live long. With mastery over creation of the co-emergent yogini and completion of indivisible mind and wind. The Karmapas embody the activity of all Buddhas. Great holder of the line of incarnations, I pray that you live long. Striking the vital points of bliss and emptiness, Mahamudra, mixing and Poa, and manifesting Mahamudra, the nature. Barum, perfected service to the Lama, all great beings who uphold his lineage, I pray that you live long. The meaning of all scriptures coalesced into one. Your wisdom mind is filled with the profound fivefold instructions. The Drikungpas are unrivaled in holding their vows. Sun and Moon Kyupgun, I pray you both live long. Adorned with the wondrous, amazing 39 life stories, majestic with the great Dharma of the Four Jewels, the Taklungpas have reached the ultimate through their devotion. Shaptrung Rinpoche, I pray that you live long. You are wise in outer and inner interdependence. I know the aggregates and all dharmas are indivisibly of one taste. The Drukpas are the great nest of the snowland cities. Gyalwang Drukshin, I pray that you live long. Additionally, the Paktru, Tselpa, and the Tropa Kagyu, the Mar, Yelpa, and Shiksup Kagyu, and others. The sources of blessing and treasuries of instructions, I pray the precious beings who uphold these lineages live long. May the glorious lamas live long. May all beings who fill space be happy. Gathering merit and wisdom and purifying obscurations, may we and all others quickly reach Buddha. Embodiment of all the lords of the 10th stage, Shenpin Namdro, Padma Sambhava. Saraha, Louis Jongchup, and others, renowned Karmapa, I pray that you live long. Lord of Dance, magic display of Vajradhara, you bear the great burden of the teachings of the glorious Karmapa, who is Lokeshvara, holder of the Shamar red crown. I pray that you live long. Combining the compassionate blessings and power of the protector, Maitreya, and Dombi Heruka, you teach the true path to beings throughout space. Kinting Tai Situ, I pray that you live long. Glorious Vajradhara, Lord of all families, magic display of Guru Rinpoche's peerless regent, Vairocana. Great torch of the doctrine in Jambuvipa, Jamgon Rinpoche, I pray that you live for 100 kalpas. Emanations of Samantrabhadra's wisdom fill all realms with non-conceptual compassion. Skillful Lord of profound Dharma, Holy Gyaltsap, Regent of the Buddhas, I pray that you live long. Vast ocean of blessing, you hold the wisdom Amrita of countless siddhas. You eradicate the suffering of the 6 states. Great power, Lord of heroes, I pray that you live long. Truly Amitayas, through profound means of taming, you remove all the obscurity that sullies beings' minds, skillfully bringing us to the end of the path to liberation. Great God Treho, I pray that you live long. Through the power of praying with faith and devotion to the great beings who hold, guard, and spread the precious essence of the teachings, may all beings throughout space achieve perfect Buddhahood. Protector of beings, victor banner of the essence of the definitive meaning, the Dakpo and Shangpo Kagyu, and all teachings, without partiality, supreme emanation, emulating the activity of your predecessor, may your life be long, may your activity flourish. Long life prayer for Kala Rinpoche. Next is the long life prayer for Kyepche Boku Rinpoche, eradicator of all peril and granter of the unimpeded fulfillment of all wishes. Our soul mother Tara, pray heed this call. May the supreme emanation of the Lama, the mighty illuminator, our soul father, remain for 100 eons, and may his awakened activity flourish. I supplicate that the Lamas may be healthy. I supplicate that their lives be supremely long. I supplicate that their activities spread and flourish. Bless me to never be separate from the Lamas. May the glorious Lama's lotus feet be firm. May happiness come to all throughout space. May I and others gather the accumulations, purify obscurations, and swiftly be brought to Buddhahood. Now turning in your hymnals to page 479. Brief offering to the protectors, Bernik Chen and Pauden Lamo. This is not translated, so there will be no English read. 479 in the new version, 431 in the old version. Page 427, the aspiration for the well-being of Tibet. 427 in the new books, 382 in the old version. Written by Jamgon Contra Loder Taye. Undeceiving sources of refuge, 3 jewels and 3 roots. Especially Avalokita, protector of the land of snow. Noble Lady Tara, Guru Padmakara, I pray to you. Consider your pledges and promises. Grant your blessing that my aspirations be fulfilled. Through the incorrect thoughts and actions of beings in degenerate times and turmoil of the outer and inner elements, there are new human and animal diseases. We are struck by planets, nagas, gyalpos, and evil bhutas. Blight, frost, hail, and poor harvest, war and fighting. Uneven rainfall, blizzards, destruction by voles and rats, earthquakes, fire, danger from the 4 elements, and especially invasions that threaten the Dharma. May all such things that menace this land of snow be quickly pacified and eradicated. May all beings, human and non-human, naturally generate precious bodhicitta and be free from malevolent thoughts and actions. May they love one another. May all of Tibet be filled with joy, well-being, and wealth. May the Buddha Dharma spread, flourish, and long remain. Through the power of the truth of the 3 roots, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and the power of all the roots of virtue and samsara and nirvana, and the power of our pure benevolence, may what we have prayed and wished for be accomplished. Page 186. 186 at the top. Page 180 in the old version. Page 186 at the top. I prostrate to the Buddha, sublime teacher, worthy of reverence by gods and humans. May there be joy and goodness here and now. May those who move or do not move, all beings, be full of joy and goodness here and now. I prostrate to the Dharma, the detached peace worthy of reverence by gods and humans. May there be joy and goodness here and now. May those who move or do not move, all beings, be full of joy and goodness here and now. I prostrate to the Sangha, the highest community worthy of reverence by gods and humans. May there be joy and goodness here and now. May those who move or do not move, all beings, be full of joy and goodness here and now. Auspicious by day, auspicious by night, auspicious also at noon. Always auspicious by day and by night. May the 3 jewels bring goodness and joy. May whatever Bhuttas have gathered here, whether present on the earth or in the sky, be always loving to all beings and practice Dharma by day and by night. A 4-line auspiciousness prayer or Tashi prayer, not to be found in your text.
177. 177.
Now page 177, the Dharma Blaze Aspiration. 177 in the new version. 171 in the old. Through whatever hardships I have undergone in the past for being's benefit, and through my giving up pleasure, may the Dharma blaze for a long time. Through my past sacrifice of my own welfare in the service of the sick, so that beings may be protected from poverty, may my teachings blaze for a long time. Through giving away my sons, daughters, spouses, wealth, elephants, chariots, and jewels for the sake of precious awakening, may the Dharma blaze for a long time. Through my veneration of Buddhas, Pratyekya Buddhas, Shravakas, parents, and rishis, may the Dharma blaze for a long time. Through my having experienced a variety of sufferings throughout millions of kalpas in search of learning for the sake of awakening, may the Dharma blaze for a long time. Through my long practice of discipline, morality, and austerity, and through my seeing the Buddhas of the 10 directions, may the Dharma blaze for a long time. Through my past diligence, always stable and outstanding, so that all beings be liberated, may the Dharma long blaze. Through my constant patience and discipline, and my patience with abuse by beings degraded by kleshas, may the teachings remain for a long time. Through the power of my meditation on the jhanas, gates of liberation, formless states, and as many samadhis as the Ganges sand grains, may the Dharma long blaze. Through my having in the past remained for the sake of pristine wisdom in forests, living in austerity, and through my past teaching of many shastras, may the Dharma long blaze. Through my having given out of love my flesh, my body, my life, and my limbs, may the Dharma flourish. Through my having, in the past, lovingly ripened evil beings, establishing them in the 3 vehicles, may offerings of the Dharma flourish. Through my having in the past, with means and wisdom, freed beings from inferior views and established them in the authentic view, may Dharma flourish. Through my having freed beings from klesha's fire, through the 4 means of nurturing, and through my increasing their virtue and defeat of evil, may my assembly long remain. Through my liberation of tirthakas from the mire of views and establishment of them in authentic view, may my assembly be always devoted. Now page 221, or you can look at the big screen in the front of the hall. Okay, better look at your books. The one who taught the truth that has been proven true. The incomparable teacher made the aspiration that his own teachings would long blaze in this world realm, so may they greatly blaze forth, just as he aspired. In Akanishta, he'll achieve the Kaya and then become the regent in Tushita, a protector on the 10th level. And in the future, he will become visible in this world as a Nirmanakaya. May I fulfill his aspirations. He will become Maitreya's regent and display miracles from the time of the 6th Buddha of this fortunate eon to Vairocana appears. May I fulfill the aspirations of the Karmapa. May the Sangha thrive. May their scholarly activities and listening, contemplation, and meditation flourish. May they all be harmonious, live long, and have good health, and may they never be deprived of all they need and want. In riches, may they be unrivaled by Vaishravana, and in their conduct, may they be as careful as Upali. In helping others, may they act like Avalokita, and may they always spread the teachings of the Karmapa. He who accomplishes all the activity of all the Buddhas of the 3 times and 10 directions is the Karmapa known as Chiragyatso. May his good fortune, joy, and goodness spring forth here and now. May the essence of the teachings of the Karmapa, may the activity of the victors, victorious over the 4 Maras, and in uninterrupted fullness fill all directions to their ends. And may this always flourish. May this flourishing be auspicious. By the truth of the 3 jewels, the blessing of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the great might of the perfect completion of the 2 accumulations, and the utterly pure and inconceivable power of the Dharma expanse. May it so be accomplished. This final prayer is read quite slowly in Tibetan. It will be read quicker in English. A blaze of good fortune, the ornament of the world, in the realm and the kingdom of the land of Tibet, to the north of the land of snows, may the teachings of the practice lineage flourish. May the world have the good fortune of happiness. We ask that the world be made happy. We stay here, sleep.